Mr. and Mrs. Corbett. I wanted to send you my condolences on the death of your son, Danny. I know it's been 8 months since the accident, but I'm sure it's probably still hard for you to be reminded of that. I think about what happened a lot, as I'm sure you do too, and I've been having some troubles at home and at school, and a couple people here thought it might be a good idea to write to you. I'm sorry if this letter upsets you. That is obviously not my intention. Even though I never knew Danny, I did read that article about him in the town paper. Was happy to learn a little bit about him. He sounds like he was a great kid. I'm sure you miss him a lot, as you sent me. I especially like the part where Mr. Corbett talked about Danny's robots because, well, when I was his age, I was a big fan of robots too. In fact, in some ways, I still am. I've enclosed a short story. I don't know if you're a fan of science fiction or not, but I've enclosed it anyway. I was hoping to dedicate the story to Danny's memory. There aren't any robots in this one, but I think it'd be the kind of story he'd like if, well, you're my age. Would it bother you if I dedicated the story? If so, please let me know. The deadline for the printer is March 31st. If you let me know before then, I can have them take it off. I know that this probably doesn't make things any better. And I know that no matter how hard this has been on me, I can never understand the depth of your loss. My mom has only told me that about 100 times now. I, of course, wanted to say how sorry I am that things happened the way they did. And that I wish I had driven down a different block that day. As I'm sure you do too. Anyway, that's it for now. If you let me know about the dedication, you can email me at the address above. If I don't hear from you, I'll assume it's okay. Sincerely, Jason Willette. Yes. Would it be possible for me to meet you in person at some point?
Becca! Becca? Becca!
What?
What'd you do here?
What's the matter?
What is this?
What's what?
The television. What is this?
The Discovery Channel. The tornado program? You said you wanted to watch it, so I recorded it for you.
Christ's sake.
What's the matter?
It's Danny's tape. You recorded over Danny's tape.
No, I didn't. Pride and Prejudice is on that tape. We were watching it last night.
I switched them.
What?
I watched Danny's tape later after you went to bed.
Why didn't you take it out of the machine?
Why didn't you check to see what was in
I
there?
assumed it was the TV tape.
Jesus, Becca.
It was one of the baby videos?
No, it was the most recent one. The long one. And the park was on it in Mexico.
How was I supposed to know you snuck it down?
And Christmas.
I thought it was the TV tape.
Well, it wasn't.
I know, Howie.
So it's gone. The whole thing.
I'm sorry.
It was the only copy, Becca.
Well, I didn't do it on purpose.
You sure?
What's that supposed to mean? You think I recorded over Danny's tape on purpose?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I should have taken it out.
Why would I deliberately record over it?
I don't know.
Why would I?
I don't know. You took the paintings off the fridge. Danny's
To
paintings.
save them. I put them in plastic.
And shoved them in a
For
box.
safekeeping.
Okay.
I didn't throw the paintings out.
I know you didn't.
You think I didn't want that tape?
I don't Maybe subconsciously.
Subconsciously? Is that what they're telling you, group? How I'm doing things subconsciously?
Try to get rid of it. I'm sorry, but that's how it feels sometimes. Every day, it's something else. It feels like you're trying to get rid of any evidence he was ever here.
I didn't know that tape was in there.
It's not just the tape, Becca. That's not what I'm talking about.
Paintings, they're downstairs in a box. You can look at them whenever you want.
His clothes, his
We
shoes.
don't need all of that stuff. Why would we keep it?
You're wanting to sell the house.
We already talked about that.
Taz, sending Taz to your mother's?
There was a lot going on, Howie. We couldn't deal with the dog.
I was fine with the dog. I was the one walking him.
Well, he got underfoot.
And he was a reminder.
Yes, he was a reminder. So what? I wanted one less reminder around here. That's perfectly normal.
And since you never wanted the dog to
For
begin with,
Christ's sake, Howie!
well, maybe if I hadn't bought the dog.
Or if I hadn't run inside to get the phone. Or if I had latched the gate.
I left the gate unlatched.
Well, I didn't check it. I'm not playing this game again, Howie. It was no one's fault.
Not even the dogs.
I know that.
Dogs chase squirrels. Boys chase dogs.
Are you telling me or yourself?
He loved that dog.
Of course he did.
And you got rid of him!
Right. Like I got rid of the tape. I get it.
The tape, it's not what I'm talking about, Becca. It's his clothes and the house and his paintings and it's everything! You have to stop trying to erase it, Becca! You have to stop it! You have to stop it! You have to stop it! You have to stop it!
Do you really not know me, Howie? Do you really not know how utterly impossible that would be? To erase him? No matter how many things I give to charity, or how many art projects I box up. Do you really think that I don't see him every second, every day? And okay, so I'm trying to make things a little easier on myself by hiding some of the photos and giving away the clothes. But that does not mean that I'm trying to erase him. That tape was an accident. And believe me, I will beat myself up about it. Forever. I'm sure. Just like everything else I could have prevented. But didn't.
That's not what I want, Becca. That's not what I'm talking about.
Because it feels like it is. It feels like I don't feel bad enough for you. Like I'm not mourning enough for your taste.
That's not...
Or mourning in the right way. But let me just say, Howie, that I am mourning. Just as much as you are. And my grief is just as real and as awful as yours.
I know that.
You're not in a better place than I am. You're just in a different place. And it sucks that we can't be there for each other right now. That's just the way it is.
This stuff is all that we have left, Becca. That's all that I'm saying. And every bit you get rid
I
of.
understand that, Howie. You don't want to let go. I understand.
Do you? Do you? This isn't... Something has to change. Because I can't keep doing this. Like this. It's too hard. It's too hard. And I want the dog back. Your mom's making him fat. I want the dog back.
Why don't we wait until...
I don't want to. How much more do we have to lose? I miss the dog. I'm sorry, but I miss him.